Today I'm how to use the partial quotient strategy for solving a division problem. So when I'm doing partial quotients, I need to break up this number into expanded form. So I'm going to put 900 plus 50 plus 4. I'm going to divide all of that. Let me fix that. There we go. Divide all of that by 4. So first I'm going to think 4 times what gets me close to 900? Well, sometimes that's hard to think about. So I'm going to pretend like those zeros aren't there and think 4 times what gets me closest to 9. I know when nothing equals 9, but what gets me closest? Well, I know 4 times 2 equals 8. So 4 times what would get me close to 900? Well, since I know there's 2 zeros added on, I need to add 2 zeros here, and that would equal 800. So I'm going to multiply 4 by 200. That's a part of my quotient. That's one of my partial quotients. So I need to put that up here so I don't forget it. We're going to add all of those partial quotients up at the end. 4 times 200 gets me 800. Now I need to subtract. So I've done 200 groups of 4. That got me 800. Now we need to take that away from the 954. That's going to leave me with 100. Now I have 100 left over. I want you to think of that as like a hundreds block, like when we used the place value blocks. I need to break that up into tens. So let me move that over. I switch colors so I can show you what I'm doing. So I'm just moving the 1 over. It's going to go up here, put the 1 there. So now I need to think 4 times what gets me closest to 150. So I'm going to go through this process again. Let's erase. Let's give some more space for us to work here. So let's think. I'm going to cover up that 0 again and think, okay, 4 times what gets me closest to 15? Well, I know 4 times 3 equals 12. But we're trying to reach, I want to make sure I don't forget that we're really trying to get to 150. So since I had to add 1 0 on, that means I need to do 4 times 30. So 30 is now a partial quotient as well. And I'm going to subtract 120. So I've used 200 groups of 4 and took 800 away from 954. Now I'm using 30 groups of 4. So I need to subtract the 30 groups of 4, which equals 120. So I have 0, 5 minus 2 equals 3, and 1 minus 1 equals nothing. So now I have 3 tens, or 30. So now I want you to picture that I have those 3 10 sticks. And since I have 4 groups, I don't have enough 10 sticks to put them into 4 equal groups. So I need to break apart those 10 sticks into ones. I'm going to change colors again. I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring my 10, just the 3 tens, over. So now I don't have 4 ones. I have 34 ones. So I'm going to go through this process again over here. I need to think. 4 times what is going to equal 34? Because I'm doing 34 divided into 4 groups. So 4 times what is going to get me closest to 34? I know it's not going to equal 34, but what gets me the closest? Well, I know 4 times 8 equals 32. So I'm going to put my last partial quotient is going to be 8. So I'm going to subtract 32, and that equals 2. I can't make any more groups of 4 since I only have 2 ones. I cannot make any groups of 4. So this is going to be my remainder. Now I need to add together all my partial quotients to find out what my whole quotient is. So I know I have 200 plus 30 plus 8. That means my final quotient is going to be 238. And I don't want to forget my remainder. Remainder 2. That is how you use partial quotients.